Hi, it's Pepper J. I wanted to share with you a little of our journey. You know, I've been producing John Michael Ferrari songs for over 30 years now. And about 3 weeks ago, I thought, I think we have pretty good songs that are competitive out in the world. How do I get them on the radio? Well, see, I had no idea how to do that. So I thought of one of the radio stations that I know, Pandora. So I Googled, how do you get songs on Pandora radio? And it turns out all you do is submit them. So I told John Michael Ferrari, I said, I submitted our song So Beautiful to Pandora radio. She goes, oh. So we waited a day and I checked nothing. So about 3 or 4 days later, we decided we would check. And lo and behold, they accepted our song, So Beautiful, on Pandora radio. I was very excited. And this is actually Pandora, and you can go here and hit our song. And I guess I don't really have the audio on, but it's very exciting. So that was the first step. And then I found out that they have digital radio stations. So not just radio stations that you're used to, like your local radio station stuff, or big ones. I don't know, when I was a kid I listened to KRLA and stuff like that. But they have digital stations. And I found a company called Airplay Access. And Airplay Access, okay, so I don't really know what they do. I paid them some money, and they're supposed to be the connection between our song and putting it on, I think mostly digital radio, although I could be mistaken about that. So I signed up, not really knowing what's happening. And first thing they did is they made me some ads. So this is newmusicweekly.com. They must be associated with New Music Weekly because they put our ad up there, and they also have been putting links to our song So Beautiful in the social media. So it's been exciting. And so then I said, well, you're going after the radio stations, right? And they said, no, we're not a radio promoter. Duh. That shows you how little I know about what I'm doing. Okay. I said, well, I thought I was hiring you as a radio promoter. No, they get it to the radio stations. I'm not sure what all that means. So they recommended Loggins Promotion, okay, Loggins. And so I signed up, what the heck, with Loggins Promotion. There it is, Loggins Promotion. And they are a radio promoter, and I guess they're like a publicist too, because we don't really have a publicist. I do all of the publicist work mostly. And so after the first week, they sent me this chart. It's called Heating Up the Airwaves, okay, and worldwide. And it tells me a list of all of these stations that have either played So Beautiful or they put it in their library. There's a top 40 Romanian station. They put it in their library. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it's exciting. And then some of them were serviced. And I think that means that they send it to their station and they haven't played it yet. Maybe if anybody out there in the world knows what they're doing on this. It tells us if it's country digital, pop, or excuse me, not pop, they call it AC. I found out that's called adult contemporary. They have AC, hot AC. Okay, try to follow this. Okay, and then when I'm thinking, wait a minute, I don't even know how to find these radio stations, right? I don't even know how to get them. So the first one is Absolute Country. And I asked Loggins, I said, well, where is that station? And they sent me a link, and lo and behold, they were playing our song. So that was very, very cool. And then Loggins sent me a link. I asked him where I could find, like there's a directory or a catalog or something of all the digital radio stations. And I have not received anything like that yet. So if anybody out there know where I could go online, Facebook Messenger me, Pepper J, and let me know where they are with links so I can go and thank them, for playing our song and stuff. Okay, so that's where we were last week. We received this, and a lot of stations play, and it tells you where it's located sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't tell you where it's located. So there's that, right? And so then after we were there for a week, we started getting reports. It was very exciting, all right? So the first report we got was, let's see if I can find it. I think it's right here. So this is country radio. So we get two different reports. So we get one from country radio and one from country digital radio. So I'm not really understanding if country radio means that it's not also digitally produced. Again, how little I know. They say a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, so it should be very dangerous right about now. So we go through it. I didn't expect to find much. There's the Country New Music Weekly top 50. And John Michael Ferrari is not on that list. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's see what else is there. So we go through, and it says chart bound. Nope. Kenny Chesney is there on something, Luke Combs, but John Michael Ferrari is not on charts bound. And then we go on up and coming, and I look on this list, and there we are, right there. I was so excited, you wouldn't believe it. And I'm starting to learn how to read these charts. Now, okay, my goal, I have specific goals. My goal is to be on Billboard chart. I don't even care if it's 99 out of 100 for the top radio plays. I want to be on a Billboard chart. John Michael Ferrari, so beautiful, Cappy Records. Yay, but not yet. Okay, so we're back here. So, yeah, there's a lot of people that we know, and there we are. Where are we? We're right there in the middle. And it tells us, see, it tells us what it is. So on, what did I say it was? This is digital country, or this is country. So we had 25 this week spins. I found out that's what that means. TWS, this week spins. 25 spins. Last week, which was the first week we were on, we had 18 spins last week. Now this is just for country. And then we had one added country station that we didn't have last week. I forget how many country stations that we had. I think it was like 19 or something last week. And that was an increase of 38.9%. That was very interesting. I liked that. And then country most added, that's the most added stations. We're not on that. And then spin chasers, we're not on that. All these things we're not on. Okay. Country music singles chart. This would be a wonderful one to get on. We're not on that. But our friend who's really cool, Eileen Carey, she's on this chart. And not on this chart, but I see my friend Joe Taylor on a lot of charts. And then it tells you by region. Western, Central, Eastern. Here's Eastern. Tim McGraw, Brothers Osborne, Kenny Chesney, Luke Bryan, Keith Urban. Needless to say, we're not on that chart. Okay, so that was the country chart, and this is our second week, and that's what I'm sharing you here with that. Let me see what I'm doing. This one. That was the first week. No, that was the second week. Yeah. So this was interesting because this is top radio, top 40 radio. And one thing about our song, So Beautiful, is it's got a little slide guitar in it, so people pretty much say, okay, that's country, right? But Johnny really didn't make it as a country song. He made it as like a cross genre. So it's very exciting. It's getting lots of plays on adult contemporary, hot adult contemporary. And this was the first time that we got any plays on top 40. And last week we got 0 top 40. But this time, let's see, where are we? We're going down, going up and coming. This one is, we're at the very bottom almost of the list. We're up and coming. And it says, like we're one from the bottom. They had one new ad for a digital, oh, I don't know if it's digital or not, so I don't know. But it's top 40 radio station. One station. We had 0 stations for top 40 last week. But the interesting part, this is really cool. I liked it. It said that this one station played it 20 times. They played so beautiful 20 times in 1 week. They must have liked it. I'm really excited. Really, really excited. Okay. And then, let me see. Where I think we're just lucky to be mentioned there on the top 40, which is very exciting. So now this is country radio. Is that the one I did before? I think it might be. I'm trying to figure out how to use this crazy computer here. Let me see. Okay, you go here. And, oh, okay, just a minute. Now, this is hot. This is AC, adult contemporary, hot adult contemporary radio. So this is kind of interesting. When I looked it up, what it meant, I had to look it up to see what it meant. It's like they play all the favorites from the 90s, the 2000s and stuff. And it's just sort of like, it's not easy listening because there's a lot of happening songs on here. Okay, so the answer is I really don't know what it is, but we're being played on some of these radio stations. Very exciting. Oh, by the way, here's Joe Taylor, very nice friend of mine. Could see Kelly Clarkson, I don't know, Harry Styles. There's Eileen Carey again. Lots of interesting stuff on the top 40. Needless to say, we're not on that. Okay, so then I come down, it says chart bound, Katy Perry, Jonas Brothers, Lady Gaga. We're not on that either. But when it says up and coming, I look at the chart for up and coming, and there we are. We're not at the bottom. Remember, we were like second to the bottom on top 40? Well, we're like right in the middle of the pack in here. And this tells me that on country, I mean on AC, adult contemporary, we got 43 this week's spins, as opposed to 31 last week's spins, which is an increase of 38.7%. We had 2 additional ads on country, and I think we had almost 30 country stations pick it up right away. So we had 2 additional country stations come up. And then this is exciting, I have to tell you. So we have hot AC, most added. Most added means most added, I think, digital radio stations. Lady Gaga was number 1. She was added on 7 digital radio stations that were AC this week. Katy Perry added 3. Harry Styles added 3. Jonas Brothers with Carol added 3. Black Eyed Peas added 3. And look, there we are, right there at the very bottom. Isn't that exciting? We added 2 radio stations. 2 radio stations, and we're on a same list as Lady Gaga. That is very cool. Yeah, no, okay, just as a side, before this whole coronavirus craziness, John was doing a lot of performing in Vegas, and you would see upcoming events in Vegas. He'd get so excited because it would see like Lady Gaga or Rolling Stones, and there would be John Michael Ferrari on the same page as these people. Anyway, okay, enough on that. So you go down, and that's what this is all about. Now, this is the indie chart. This is officially the first chart that we've landed on, not, up and coming or something like this. This is the AC, hot AC, indie chart, singles chart, and we are number 28 out of 30. So we're almost at the very bottom of this chart. That's very exciting. It tells me that we hit the chart last week at 29. So we didn't even enter at the bottom on 30. We were at 29, now we're at 28. And it says for indie stations, we had 43 spins, and we had past week's spins. So we've been on that, and we had 2 ads. So this is very, very exciting. Very exciting. I can't express to you. I wish I could tell you more like what's going on, but I really don't know kind of what's going on. I put, okay, so this might be interesting to you. I don't know if this may be interesting to you or not. Since I do my own PR, I put out a press release, and it asked me what category. So I marked music, entertainment. And then it said, you know, for a little bit more money, we can choose another category. So I thought, okay, this is kind of a crossover song. It's for anybody. It's so beautiful. It could be a wedding song, a love song, it could be somebody talking about their child, someone talking about their mate, best friend, whatever it is. It's vague enough to be anybody's song, right? And so I marked cultural. There's a category called cultural. I marked events and conferences, and then I marked business related. I just thought, what the heck? Well, as it turns out, I didn't see anything yet from events or conferences, but I saw 2 business magazines that picked up the press release and put it in their magazine. I thought that was very interesting. So, I don't know, accidentally did something right for a moment. You know, they say about a broken clock. Anyway, today I found out that blackfacts.com picked up our press release because I marked cultural, right? And they ran with it. So they have this whole page here, well, part of a page. If you click on it, you get to see more of the page. And it, you know, this is from the African American News Today. I think that's who picked it up. And the actual site that picked it up from that is blackfacts.com. And it's sort of interesting. I've never been to that page before. And it had a lot of interesting stories with a little different perspective than sort of the regular news. You know, I think each culture group sees things a little differently. So that was very exciting. This is our music video. We took a student of ours to Paris, and we made a video about it. And then they linked to John's website. So that's pretty exciting. So I wanted to share with you our news. Is that what it is? Oh, this is Access Airplay pushing our song. And this is New Music pushing the song. And this is, again, New Music pushing our song, or someone else's song, I guess. So that's me, Pepper J. I just was so thrilled to be at the bottom of a chart. But Billboard, here we come. I'm really thinking that this is going to happen. John Michael Ferrari, I adore working with you. Please check him out, johnmichaelferrari.com. There's a link there to his Reverb Nations Day page. And that's where I put songs that they're copywritten, but they're not quite done. Or they're demos, or, you know, we're hoping that someone will pick them up. He's had songs that's gone to movies and different things like that. I'm trying to, you know, feel my way through this. And thank you for letting me join you. I'm Pepper J. Bye.